and welcome back to Beauty and the Bookcase. So, as probably many of us, I grew up playing The Sims, and especially during quarantine, I have been playing The Sims a lot more. Now I go through bouts with The Sims where I'll like obsessively play it for like a week straight, for hours and hours, and then I won't touch it for months. But I thought, as a person who is very interested in languages, why not try and learn what my Sims are trying to say to me? I mean, that could make the gameplay more fun, or conversely, you could then purposefully ignore your Sims. So today, I'm going to be showing you key words/phrases that the Sims use so you can enhance your gameplay. So if you've been playing The Sims for a while, you're definitely familiar at least with some of these words or phrases, especially sul, which is hello. However, we all know Sims do tend to get a little flirty from time to time, and hey, maybe we're trying to figure out if they actually like this Sim we're trying to force them to fall in love with. So if you're trying to figure out how your Sim is feeling about this other character, just keep an ear out for Zawoka Ginava. Zawoka Ginava means I think you're hot. So if you hear your Sim saying that, they're totally into it. But I mean, we're kind of all chaotic gods in The Sims, so do their opinions really matter? Now, maybe you do actually care about what your Sims think. So keep an eye out for Obiga. It means very good. So either they're congratulating somebody else or they're letting you know that you made a choice that they like. Or hey, maybe you're just booting up your game and you've had it paused for a bit. Maybe you've had your Sim doing the same interaction over and over again, trying to either gain skill or improve a relationship. But maybe your Sim is getting a little bored. If you hear "Susul pragmajablif," your Sim is trying to let you know, it's just politely asking you if there's literally anything else they can do, because they're probably sick and tired of making the 16th grilled sandwich, or you know, bored of just asking a risque question over and over again, trying to get this other Sim to fall in love with them. Or you know, maybe your Sim wants to get your attention. Maybe you're distracted with another Sim or planning how else to ruin their lives in the most annoying and ridiculous way possible. So if you hear GRWM, your Sim is trying to get you to come over and pay attention to whatever they're doing. Maybe they just want to show you something cool. Another expression you might already be familiar with is Badish. Badish just means thank you. So maybe your Sim is giving thanks to somebody else for helping them out, or maybe they're thanking you for making sure you put out that fire they started while making a grilled cheese. Now, if there's one thing we know about Sims is that they have a tendency to get just stuck in the weirdest places. I mean, yeah, sometimes you might have accidentally removed the ladder or, you know, forgotten to put a door in a room, but most of the time they'll just be like a cup on the floor and they're acting like the world is about to end and there's lava beneath them. Well, if your Sim starts shouting, "Blursh, Meshaloob," your Sim is trying to tell you to get out of the way. But to be fair, at least they did say excuse me, so you know, there's some manners there. Now, to be fair, I've been pretty harsh on The Sims, criticizing their interesting manners. But if you do want to see how your Sim is doing, maybe, you know, you're bored or really lonely and you want to know how they're doing, right? Well, if you or your Sim say something like, "Ah, Benvesua, Kuns Nala," that's your Sim asking how you're doing, or, you know, asking probably their friend because, well, we may be their overlords, but they don't really think about us very much. Only when they want to complain. So ungrateful. And speaking of complaints, I'm sure Sims' #1 complaint towards us is that they're bored. So if you ever hear one of those little high-pitched voices going, "Awasapoa," they're saying they're bored. Now listen, it's kind of unfortunate, but it happens. Your Sim sometimes has a little bathroom accident. You know, you get distracted maybe scouting the area for cute Sims you can force them to reproduce with, or figuring out how to get all of your neighbors into your basement that then you can remove the door from, or you know, whatever, normal things. And suddenly you look and your Sim is embarrassed and smelly, and it's because they've soiled themselves. Well, let's be honest, your Sim probably tried to get your attention, but we weren't listening. So if from some area of your gameplay you hear "Atote," your Sim is letting you know that they need to go to the bathroom. And that means probably like they needed to go an hour ago and now they're telling you, and they'll probably pee themselves on the way there, but you tried. And now, you know, you might be wondering, okay, well, I know what my sim is gonna sound like when they're complaining or wanting to get my attention, but how do I know if they're enjoying whatever I'm making them do? Well, if you hear boom boom, that means, whoa, this is fun. So they're definitely enjoying whatever you're doing. So maybe if you feel like being nice, keep track of it and just have them do that action a million times whenever they're bored. Now, earlier I did let you know how to know if your sim is into somebody. How about when your sim is not into somebody? I mean, realistically, they'll probably yell at each other and then start fighting. But, you know, if you're trying to have a peaceful, pacifistic type of gameplay, you might want to keep an eye out for when your sim is really not into somebody or when somebody really does not like your sim. So if you hear boobasta not, that means I don't like you and you should probably run away or start a fight. Depends on, you know, what you want to do. Another thing we've all had happen, and it's incredibly frustrating, is we've had sims just show up at our house and let themselves in. They don't have a key, but somehow they just decided, hey, I own this place now, and they just walk right in and probably get on your computer because sims are obsessed with being on other people's computers, I swear. So if you want to, you know, sing along with your sim when they're trying to kick somebody out, a good phrase to know is Depos Paneshwa, Depo blah. That means you, yes you, go away. Now I can't guarantee that this will actually make them go away. Some sims just really need a lesson in boundaries, but hey, at least you tried. Now another embarrassing little thing sims love to do is passing out in public because sometimes they're just incapable of telling us that they're tired. Although realistically, are we even listening even if they did try? Well, they actually might have. So if you hear, hurry, that means they're tired and you should probably get them home before, you know, they embarrassingly pass out in front of, you know, their crush and then they have to die alone. Now, maybe you've just created a new sim and you're trying to bond with them, you know, you want to be besties. So a great question to ask is, what's up? Maybe you're even just trying to figure out what they want to do with their day. Now, they're obviously not going to tell you, but, you know, we can all pretend. So Hooba Newbie is a great way to ask them, what's up? Now, sometimes as sim gods, we kind of have to, you know, act as parents and, you know, tell our sims no once in a while. Maybe they'll learn. They probably won't, but again, we can pretend. And I'm sure we've all had days where our sims are just driving us insane because they keep just being mean to their husbands or something. Maybe that's just me. Look, I've had this sim and she was having a perfect relationship with her husband and then she decided that every time she saw him, she just wanted to be mean to him. It made me very upset. But all I should have known to say to her at that point was, Nishga. It means no. Because there are so many times when you just want to be like, no. Another thing that has happened probably to every person playing The Sims is you've had to go to the bathroom and then somebody decides that they're just gonna walk in on you because, I don't know, knocking doesn't exist in this universe. Or, you know, you have like a sim that just decides to start an entire conversation with another sim while they're trying to go to the bathroom, and of course they can't go to the bathroom and their needs bar is getting lower, or now you're just looking like you're a really, really, really mean god who just wants them to, you know, soil themselves. So what do you do? How do you get the sim to leave? Well, I got 2 words for you. Technically it's 1 word, but you say it twice. Flanny! Flanny! It means get out. I got a tinkle. Now, another thing that might happen is that something disappointing might happen to a sim. Maybe they didn't get that promotion, or I don't know, they decided to sneeze inside of their salad for some reason and then continue mixing it with their bare hands. Well, a good way of just saying, dang it, is frabid. So if you hear frabid, something disappointing most definitely happened in the vicinity of your sim. Another thing you might be incredibly familiar with if you've been playing The Sims for a long time is the creator's obsession with llamas. I mean, there are llama themed things everywhere. So of course, a very important word for us to know is how to say llama in Simlish, and that is Gerbit. Gerbit means llama. So, you know, next time you're creating your sim's new house and you're going through all the plant options, make sure you get that Germit shrub because they're obviously going to love it. Or, you know, maybe you're just trying to figure out if your sim is excited about something, right? I mean, the opposite of dang it would be, oh my god! Although it could also be, oh my god. Huh. Well, either way, if you hear any jammus coming out of your computer, it means, oh my god. So either something amazing has just happened or something terrible. Or cringy. Who knows? Now, if your sim finds something endearing or they think it's cool, they might want to say sweet. But of course, they wouldn't make it that easy. So if you hear them say couge, it means sweet. Now, maybe your sim is just stuck in like a really boring conversation, or maybe they're just hearing a speech they really could care less about. So if your sim says something along the lines of kabuna, they're trying to say, who cares? And the answer is clearly not them. Now there's really two more things that I think are important for you to know, and that's how to say thank you and goodbye. So if your sim says litzergam, they're saying thank you for whatever you've just done for them. And of course, we're all familiar with the dag dag, which means goodbye. Now, whether you're a lifelong simmer or you've just started playing The Sims for the first time, I hope that these little words help you understand the sim language and the sim world a little bit better. And I mean, you can always just use Simlish around other people when you just want to avoid them knowing whatever you're trying to talk about. So I'll just leave you with a few more little words, such as Fidna Fredishe, which means let's play, and Gilfrob, which means see you soon. Now, if you liked this video, make sure you leave a like and let me know in the comments down below which of these phrases were your favorite, or if there's some other sim phrase or word that you really like. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like these. I make videos on languages, cooking, books, makeup, all sorts of things. So definitely subscribe for more and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload next. Gilfrob and dag dag.